once I start looking like this, okay, to this atrocious level of crusty, dusty, and musty, that is when you know it is time for an intensive glow routine. We're gonna tackle it all: hair, skin, nails, eyebrows, literally all of it. So let's get started. Hi besties, welcome back to my YouTube channel. We haven't done a glow routine or a self-care routine in a very long time. You guys know that those routines are like my thing. They are the reason for which I live. I wish I was exaggerating. I have been so busy with moving lately that I kind of just let myself go. Okay, I haven't done a good self-care routine in quite some time, and that is pretty evident. I mean, look at the state of this hair. The eyebrows, I kind of tried to fix up yesterday because I literally couldn't even bear to like stare at myself anymore. But we're gonna start off by oiling our hair, because if you've watched any of my other routines, you know we always start off with this, and that is so we give the oil some time to really set into my scalp and into my hair while I do everything else. Let me tell y'all something. I actually have not oiled my hair in quite some time. That is not good. It kind of looks like I have oiled my hair because it is literally that dirty, but no, I haven't. First, we're gonna use this Fable and Mane hair oil, and this one is specifically the one for your roots. It has so many good ingredients that helps the health of your scalp and also to grow out your hair. And then for our ends, we're gonna use this coconut oil. And I know I've made a ton of videos on my low porosity hair. If you haven't checked those out, definitely do. I share with you guys a whole bunch of helpful routines and tips. I have heard that coconut oil is not that good for low porosity hair, but we're only gonna use a little bit, and it's literally gonna be just at our ends, and we're gonna wash it out. So I think if you have low porosity hair and you're like, wait, coconut oil, you'll be fine, trust me. Oiling my hair is like my favorite thing to do, especially my scalp. My hair used to grow so quickly when I used to oil it like every week or every hair wash day. Literally, it's so beneficial for your hair. You just cannot go wrong with oiling your scalp. And I just use about a dropper's worth, not too much, because then I have a really hard time really washing it out of my hair. And now we are going to oil our ends again with this coconut oil. And again, I make sure to really only oil my ends. I don't want to bring this coconut oil all the way up here because I already distributed some oil up there. Gotta be honest though, even after like not taking care of my hair for a while, tell me why the waves are still slaying. Tell me why. I don't know. Also, I do want to say it is totally normal and okay to have some hair loss during this process. Your hair is going to shed, especially if you're oiling it, because the oil really softens up those roots. So that is also a good reminder to not be too rough with your hair. Like, you don't really want to be combing it and massaging it super hard. But we are going to massage it with this scalp massager. This also works as an exfoliant, so you can use this in the shower as well. I really just like to double the use. So I'll massage my scalp and then I'll use it in the shower with my shampoo just to make sure I'm really getting everything out. Okay, once you're done with that, I'm gonna go ahead and pull it back. You should probably just do a loose braid, but guys, I struggle with my braid so much. Please, someone come over to my house and actually teach me how to do a good solid braid. I just cannot do one to save my life. It either comes out too loose. I was gonna say you're too tight, but it actually never comes out too tight. It only ever comes out too loose. So I just put it up in this claw clip. Just make sure it's not too tight and not really like tugging at your hair. That is it for our hair oiling routine. Now we just let this sit while we do everything else. And I've got my little coffee here. I made this coffee myself and it is so good. If you guys haven't been keeping up with my TikTok or Instagram, I recently got an espresso machine. Anyways, we're gonna move on to the next portion, which is skincare. But first, I'm gonna go wash my face. You wanna make sure your skin is really cleansed before we get started. Otherwise, you're just spreading bacteria around. So I'll be right back. All right, my skin is officially cleansed. It feels so dry because usually I'm so used to just like applying my skincare products right after. But first, we are gonna go in with our first face mask. I'm gonna use the Caudalie Instant Detox Mask. I'm sure you guys have seen me use this a couple of times already. Actually, not a couple, a number of times. I love this face mask. But first, we're gonna start running our steamer, and I will explain why in a minute. This face mask is so good for really just like cleaning out those pores and making sure that everything is really nice and exfoliated without being a little too harsh on your skin. So I'm just gonna pour some in here. I also made sure that my hands were clean and my tools, because again, you don't want bacteria being spread around with dirty tools and dirty hands. I'm gonna go ahead and just apply this as a face mask to my skin. And in the meantime, we also have our steamer running. So the reason why I like to use a steamer in combination with the face mask is because the steamer really just loosens up all this dirt and gunk that has accumulated on my skin and in my pores. So the steamer will loosen it up and the face mask will sort of clean it out, if that makes sense. Also, I do have drier skin, so I don't want this face mask completely drying out my skin, and the steamer just keeps it really nice and wet so it doesn't completely dry down. That is when a face mask usually messes up my skin, when it dries down completely. So I'll take the steamer and I'll just hold it over my face, or under my face, I mean, like this. And it just feels so good, you guys. If you want like a real true like spa experience, this will just elevate your glow up routine. I can't breathe. Can't really talk over the steamer because it just feels like I can't breathe. So I'm just gonna stay silent. We're gonna do this for 10 to 15 minutes and then we're gonna go wash this off and I'll be back. Alright guys, I washed off the face mask. I had it on for about 15 minutes while I ran the steamer. And now we're gonna move on to this part of skincare that I like to call extraction. Actually, I don't like to call it extraction. That is what it's called. It's called extraction. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna clean out these pores, specifically the ones on my nose, because those are the ones that hold the most gunk. So everywhere else, I feel like it's pretty clean and clear. So we're just gonna focus on these around my nose. So what I like to do is I like to first spray on something to help this glide a little bit so you're not just stabbing yourself on dry skin. And then we are going to turn it on. It is on cleansing mode right now. Really hard to talk while I do this, but basically what you want to do is you just want to glide this on your skin. You want it to be at an angle. You don't want to be like stabbing your skin with it, because that is what will cause a lot of redness and possibly even scarring. And my rule of thumb really is, if it doesn't come out with just a gentle push, leave it alone. Just don't mess with it. Otherwise you will F up your face. That's what you will do. So I like to just very gently glide this along my skin, and you will be surprised how much gunk is actually just stored here and how much this picks up. So this is called a skin spatula. I'm gonna do the whole rest of my nose because it is actually quite packed with some blackheads, and I'll be right back. Okay guys, we are done with the skin spatula. As you can see, my nose is slightly red, but the difference in my nose is crazy. It just looks so much more glowy and clean, and it feels so smooth. I'm gonna show you guys everything that came out. If you get easily grossed out, look away. Just look away, okay? This is everything that came out of my nose, out of my pores. That is crazy. Like I was just living my life with this on my nose. I know that's normal, but it always like grosses me out. Like I'm always like, that was in my nose, like that is crazy. All right, we are gonna move on to the facial hair portion of this glow up routine. I am Latina, you guys. I get a lot of facial hair, okay? I have peach fuzz growing out from every inch of my face, my eyebrows, my stash. Like I just have facial hair everywhere. So I like to do this maintenance at least every month just to make sure I don't start looking crazy. I do want to say though, facial hair is completely normal. If you don't want to touch it, girl, do you. Don't touch it. That is completely fine. No one cares. No one's looking at your face and being like, whoa, like there's hair on her face. I mostly do this for skincare purposes. I like to make sure that my skin has a really nice clear canvas so that the skincare products really absorb well into my skin, if that makes sense. I also do it for makeup purposes because if I have less peach fuzz, my makeup just looks so good. Like it looks so glowy and smooth. So that is the real reason why I do this. I could care less about the actual like stash growing. Like I don't care. I don't care. My husband doesn't care either. So a real man would not care. The point is we're gonna take care of it just because that is what I like to do every month. We're gonna shave the peach fuzz off right here. I usually don't get peach fuzz. Actually, I do have peach fuzz like up here and here, but it's so little that it's not even like worth bothering it. Like it's just whatever. So we're just gonna focus on the sideburns, the stash, and we're gonna clean up the brows a little bit. So let's get started. Look at that. Look at that peach fuzz. It's so little actually. It's really not that bad. Alright guys, I am done with my eyebrows. Now you guys, this is obviously a lot of work and my skincare routine doesn't look like this every single time. In fact, I'm gonna insert a clip of what a regular skincare routine in a regular day looks like, just so you can get an idea. And I will be using products from Medicube, which is the sponsor of today's video. Medicube has some amazing products and I'm gonna show you which ones are my favorite. So here's what a regular skincare routine would look like. Alright, let's get into this routine, you guys. I just woke up, my skin is looking a little bit dull. Like I mentioned before, we're going to be using some of my favorite products from Medicube. First up, we have the Zero Pore Pad. I'm going to be using this as a toner and as an exfoliant. Love this as an exfoliant because it has AHAs and BHAs, including salicylic acid. It's really going to exfoliate those dead skin cells, clear some of that gunk that builds up, especially around my nose area, and just overall minimize the look of pores. But it's also really good as a toner because it has panthenol, which is very hydrating for your skin. I like to just press whatever's left over on my skin and then make sure I rub it in, and look at the immediate difference. My skin is just glowy, more vibrant, more bright. Okay, now we're moving on to possibly the best part of this video, which is the Booster Pro from Medicube. I've been using it for a couple of months now. I use it in the morning, I use it at night, and I can't say how much I love this device. First, we're going in with the air shot mode. I only use this twice a week on freshly cleansed and dry skin. This needle-free technology basically uses electric stimulation to create passageways in the skin, which long-term will minimize the appearance of pores. Next, I want to apply a product that I want my skin to absorb really well, and of course it's gonna have to be the PDRN Pink Peptide Glow Serum by Medicube. The serum has so many good ingredients, including niacinamide and a peptide complex. It's gonna give me a nice glow, reduce my irritated skin, and also brighten up my skin tone. Now I applied the serum to my skin and now I'm using booster mode on top of it. Booster mode is gonna help my skin absorb all of those active and amazing ingredients, which makes the product way more effective. It gives me a better glow and it also just makes me get my money's worth. Finish off the rest of my skincare routine and then we're gonna use the last two modes, which is microcurrent mode. It uses microcurrent to help voluminize facial lines, so I like to use this around my smile lines and my frown lines. In the last mode, which is dermashot mode, it's gonna stimulate sagging skin and relax some of my muscles. I make sure to use this around my forehead and my jaw, which is usually pretty tense. Now this is the before doing the skincare routine and this is the after. Look at that glow, it is stunning, and all thanks to Medicube. Alright guys, we are done with the facial hair portion of this glow up routine. Now we're gonna move on to one of the last skincare parts, which is doing a good hydrating, moisturizing face mask. I've never tried this one. I couldn't tell you if it's really good, but we're gonna try it together for the first time. Now, the reason why I don't just jump in the shower and then do this last is because I realize that I get really overstimulated if I wait to do this last, because now I have a face mask on me. I had to do my hair, I have to do like my hair routine, and it just like gets to be too much. Like I'm blow drying my hair and my hair's just flying everywhere, getting stuck to the face mask. It's like the worst thing ever. It gets on my hair, now my hair's ruined. So I just get really overstimulated, so I learned to just do this part first, and I am gonna keep this on for quite some time, but I do stuff while I keep this on and then I jump in the shower and then all I have to do is my hair and then I'm done. So we're gonna do this first. So this is the Dr. Jart Derm Mask Water Jet Vital Hydra Solution. Nice, beautiful. So this is just gonna give us a lot of moisture, a lot of hydration, just replenish anything that we lost during this self-care or glow routine, because we did just use kind of a drying mask. Okay, so this is literally soaked. Oh my gosh, this has so much like product on it, which is a good thing. I'm making a face, but it's just because I'm like, whoa. Okay, it says I have to remove the film from the face mask. So there's like a little plasticky part on it. Guys, I haven't done one of these sheet masks in a long time. I'm sure you can probably tell. I love how hydrating sheet masks are, but I hate the application of it. I'm gonna work the rest of that into my elbows. That is a hack, you guys. Don't waste any of this. Just work it into your elbows. And then what you can also do is just scrape off the excess off this film here. Tap it into the rest of the sheet mask. There's also a ton of product left in here. So what we're gonna do, oh my gosh, this doesn't feel good, but we're just gonna dip in there and just rub the rest of it on our skin here. Do you see what I mean though? Like this is getting all over my edges. Imagine if I had already washed my hair. I would be so mad. I'd be like, well, there goes my hair wash day. Okay, last thing we're gonna do, I'm trying not to move too much, but I'm gonna use some of this Clinique eye serum. And I know that my eyes are pretty much covered, but I can apply just a little bit and let that really sink in there. Or seep in. I meant seep in. I'm gonna put on these eye masks. These are by the brand Do, and they're the reusable ones, so I absolutely love these. Actually, I'm pretty sure I just put them on backwards. I'm pretty sure I did. Now that literally every inch and corner of our skin and our face is covered by something, we're gonna let this sit on my skin for about an hour. I'm gonna go do laundry while I let this just rest on my skin. So I'll be back after the hour. I don't know if this will be dried up, probably not, because it literally has so much product everywhere. Guys, this is like, come on, this is giving spa. Like, I am literally like, this is beautiful. This is a beautiful universal girl experience. So I will be back after the hour while I do some laundry. All right, we have laundry running and the face mask is pretty much just starting to slide off. You guys don't know this about me, but I love Singles Inferno, like the Korean dating show. And I remember there's this one episode in season 3 where they fall asleep with the sheet mask on, and I'm like, how does it not get everywhere? Or do they fall asleep with it, or like, do they take it off in the middle of their sleep? I don't even know, but look at that skin. Before I throw it out, I just squeeze. Oh, there's not that much in there, but I just squeeze some of this out. That way I'm not wasting a whole bunch. And I just massage that into my skin. We look super greasy. I know, we look kind of insane. But trust me guys, the outcome is so worth it. Apply this on my eyes one more time. And we're gonna leave this on for like 20 more minutes because I still had an hour left, but the sheet mask was starting to slide off. So we're gonna leave this on for the rest of the 20 minutes, and then we will jump in the shower and I'm gonna show you my shower routine. We'll be right back. All right, y'all, we are back. That shower was literally like so refreshing. I didn't do too much this time. Sometimes in my past routines, I've like exfoliated and shaved and like just peeled off my whole skin layer. But this time I just took a regular shower and honestly, it was just as amazing. We're gonna move on to moisturizing. These are the two products that I'm going to be using today. This is a body lotion and then a body oil. If you guys have watched any of my other routines and you know I'm always raving about this product. This Olay Hyaluronic Body Lotion, amazing. Like, I have really dry skin, but I think it's mostly because it's really dehydrated as well. And this is just amazing for that. It gives me like such a nice glow as well. Like, look at that. I don't even have to apply more. Like, my skin just feels so much better already. Sometimes you guys, the drugstore game just kills it. I added some to my legs as well, and then I layer this right on top. Not everywhere, usually just places where I really want to smell good, just because I feel like it gives me, look at that extra glow, and also just makes me smell really nice. Make sure you rub that in really well though, because if you try to do your hair after layering on oil and body lotions, your hair is gonna be like, no ma'am, no ma'am. Now my skin is really well hydrated, moisturized, it looks glowy, and it smells amazing. All right, I already did my skincare routine. I figured you guys probably didn't want to see that just because the whole video has basically been a ton of skincare. I haven't done my hair, so I'm going to show you which products I'm going to use today. First, I'm going to go in with this Dry Bar Prep Rally. This also serves as a detangler. If you haven't watched my other hair care videos, definitely go do that because I make a ton of videos about my hair. My hair is just like most complicated hair on this earth. And that is why I'm only using 3 products because I've learned so much about my low porosity, wavy, and frizzy hair. And 3 products honestly is the magic number for my hair. Of course, I use an oil at the end, so really it's 4 products, but you get the point. You get the point. I'm combing it out very gently because I already had a ton of hair shedding in the shower. It was frightening. Now we're gonna go in with this leave-in conditioner by Way. I like to spritz it on my hand. I use about this much. And then lastly, I'm gonna use my Redken Big Blowout Jelly Cream. I love this stuff. It is so good for a nice sleek blowout. And it also serves as heat protectant. I just want y'all to know that I too shed a lot of hair. Sometimes I get some comments and they make me so sad because it's y'all being like, I shed so much, like what should I do? And I'm like, girl, it is normal. Look at this. Shedding is completely normal. Now, if you have like clumps of hair coming out every single time, that is when I'd be like, it's too much. But this is very normal. All right, let's give ourselves a little quick blowout. It's not gonna be perfect. I don't need it to be perfect because after this, I'm pretty much just done for the day. So let's give ourselves a quick, literally like 10-minute blowout. All right, we are done with our blowout. Guys, this literally took 10 minutes. I'm sure you guys are probably like, yeah, we can tell, but it's not the greatest blowout. It's fine. Like sometimes I just need something that's just gonna like, you know, control my hair for a little bit. So we're gonna add this Kerastase hair oil just to finish everything off. I literally use the smallest amount of hair oil because otherwise, there goes my blowout. There goes my blowout. We are almost done. I know you guys are probably like, okay, I'm tired too. But we have one more thing to do. The sun is starting to go down, so that's why the lighting is changing in here a little bit. But we are going to do our nails because no glow up routine is complete without our nails. And last time I did my nails, they looked gorgeous. I had them for about 2 weeks and then I just, one by one, just ripped them off. That's not good. Don't do that. So yeah, let's do our nails together. It's nail day and you guys know the routine. We do our nails at home. I actually haven't been to a nail salon in over 3 years. Today our nail inspo is moody, dark, green, just something very fall vibes, but also fitting for November. I have my Gilmore Girls playing in the background, and then I started by prepping my nails. I like doing builder gel because it keeps my natural nails very long and healthy. Although right now they're kind of short, so I am trying to grow them out, but builder gel really helps to grow them out as well. I also love this color of builder gel. I actually could have easily left them like this and I think I would have been happy. Did both of my hands and then I looked for a polish, and this one by Lemony Macaron, amazing. It is exactly what I was looking for. It is the perfect emerald green. Working with this gel polish is way quicker too because you don't have to add a top coat. This was the final result. I actually really love it. I get told that I look good in green all the time. I feel like they compliment me so much and they are perfect for the season. All right, you guys, we are finally done with the nails. This is the color. This is how they came out. I think they're so pretty. I feel like this is such a pretty green. It's perfect for fall. And honestly, it wasn't too hard. It just took a long time because of the builder gel at the beginning steps. I feel so much better, and I also feel like I look so much better. Like at the beginning of this video, guys, I was crusty. I was really crusty. But that was it for today's routine. If you really liked this one and you want to see very similar ones, definitely check out my glow up and self-care routines. I've uploaded quite a few, and sometimes they're a little bit different because I change the routines or the steps a little bit. But that was it for today. Thank you so much for watching, and I love you.